Item Number SCP-368 Object Class Safe Special Containment Procedures SCP-368 has not yet warranted any need for containment. Though it has the movement patterns and behavior common to the normal bird, neither it nor any of its copies, see Addendum, have shown any desire to migrate from the offices in which they are stored. Description: SCP-368 is an animate origami crane folded from an ornate heavy stock paper. Left to its own devices, it will perch, preen, fly from platform to platform, roam, and occasionally construct a makeshift nest out of nearby office supplies. It responds to human touch affectionately, much as a domesticated bird would. The item's demeanor is, on the whole, friendly, and it has been observed to perch on the shoulders of various SCP personnel. Though the item needs no source of nourishment, it appears to sleep at night when it places its head under its wing. Studying the physical properties of SCP-368 has proven difficult. The item seems to interpret attempts to capture or contain it as a game and has displayed considerable agility and resourcefulness in evading even the most focused attempts at containment. How SCP-368 stays airborne and maintains its stability while airborne are still not known. History: SCP-368 was discovered in an office building in Beep, Japan in 19 Beep. Beep, now employed as 141158, a former employee at the aforementioned building, found the item in a closet full of office supplies. Upon discovery of SCP-368, 141158 managed to gain its trust in order to move it to a more secure location. Psychological evaluations of 141158 indicated her to be of sufficient mental stability and acutely to warrant a position within the SCP organization. Cross-SCP Warnings: it is recommended that SCP-368 be isolated from Josie and Carl, as contact will almost certainly alarm all three skips. Addendum 022. On Beep 2000 Beep, while housed in Research Sector 15, SCP-368 began displaying unusual behavior. Instead of its normal routine of human interaction, grooming, and play, it began hovering over a photocopier, serial number Beep, flattening itself whenever SCP personnel approached. Dr. Beep, 1914-25, placed SCP-368 into the photocopier and made a copy, upon which another sheet of paper identical pattern but different hue emerged from the copier and promptly folded itself, shape mimicking that of the original. SCP-368 and a new specimen, referred to as SCP-368 Alpha, assumed usual behavior. Since then, SCP-368 has displayed similar behavior at intervals varying between 2 and 4 years, while the copies have shown no such behavior. Though initially, 05 Beep disallowed any employee from aiding in the reproduction of SCP-368, and Dr. Beep was reprimanded for his action. Remarkably high employee morale at Research Sector 15 led to the introduction of the progeny of SCP-368 at further SCP facilities. Item Number SCP-529 Object Class Safe Special Containment Procedures. No special precautions have yet proven necessary. Josie is quite affectionate, and at this stage is free to move about the lower levels of the facility. Staff are not permitted to feed cheese to her. She will become distressed if not given sufficient cheese. Description: SCP-529 is a small house cat with grey tabby markings. Parts of the animal to the rear of the end of the ribcage appear to be missing. The body terminates sharply as if sliced in two. In spite of this, the animal has no health problems and moves about as if its hindquarters were still in place. For example, walking takes place as usual, and some time after feeding, the animal makes motions as if to void itself of waste matter. The cross-section does not display the interior of the animal, but appears pure black to the eye and absorbs all non-visible wavelengths of light. It is slightly yielding to the touch. Gentle stroking of this area sometimes yields a positive reaction, purring and so on, but more usually tends to the creature turning on the agent, claws at the ready. Those scratched have experienced no abnormalities. The hind regions do not appear to be invisible. A cursory examination will show that there are no hindquarters. DNA testing have shown the animal to be female. Item number: SCP-530. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures: no special precautions have yet proven necessary. Carl is very calm and friendly, and at this stage is free to move about the lower levels of the facility. Carl is free also to interact with Josie, as the two have proved non-hostile toward each other as well. Staff are not permitted to feed SCP-530 anything other than his approved food twice daily or his approved treats during training. Description: SCP-530 appears to be a small dog in a constant state of physical alteration. Height typically varies between 20 centimeters and 30.5 centimeters at the shoulders. Width across the back typically varies between 7.5 to 18 centimeters. Length typically varies between 25.5 to 45.5 centimeters. Larger and smaller sizes have been recorded, but are rare and do not last long. The code of SCP-530 is also in a state of constant change. To date, 467 different hues have been recorded, as well as an unidentified number of patterns. Most extreme flux comes from the growth or absorption of additional limbs, noses, mouths, eyes, ears, and other body parts. While these typically do not last longer than 24 hours, a third eye located slightly left of center on the top of SCP-530's head has remained since approximately 1/2 hour after its discovery. Addendum 530-203-A. Agent Beep fed Carl a slice of deli ham of standard proportions in clear violation of dietary regimen. The resultant odor has been described variously as horrid and plant withering. Agent Beep has been reprimanded.